Hello guys, good to see you back. Once again, I'm back with a new class related computer vision. And today in this class, we are going to create real-time face recognition with the help of OpenCV library and Python. Hello, my name is Joyant Sarkar. I am full stack web developer, Python programmer and online instructor. It can detect multiple faces and identify the faces at the same time using our webcam. Let me show you the demonstration of what we are going to build today in this project. As you can see, our program successfully recognized my face. Also, it recognized Prime Minister Modi face. Then it recognized Donald Trump face. After that, it recognized Justin Trudeau face. And at last, it recognized Georgia Meloni face. So our program is very much capable to detect and recognize faces. To create this project, we are going to use MediaPipe and face recognition module. So from the next tutorial, we are going to start our coding. We are going to start with importing libraries. Before we start coding, if you are interested to learn OpenCV from the very beginning, then you can enroll this course. It is one of the most bestseller course on Udemy. And this courses come with more than 29 plus practical projects. Check out this course for once. If you like it, then enroll it. So let's back to the code editor. So finally, we are in my Visual Studio Code editor. And as you can see in my current working directory, I already created a Python file named recognizer.py and a folder named known_faces. In that folder, we have some images. We have image of Georgia Meloni. We have image of Narendra Modi. We have image of Justin Trudeau. And at last, we have image of Donald Trump. These are all well-known faces all over the world. And for our recognizer, we trained our model with those faces. Now, let's back to the recognizer.py file. And at first, I'm going to import the important modules. At first, we need to import OS module. So I'm going to type import OS. Using this module, we can access our working directories, otherwise the folders. Then we need to import another module called CV2. This is the main module. So I'm going to type import CV2. With that, we need to import another module. But first, we need to download this module. And our module name is face recognition. So let's open the Windows PowerShell and try to download this module. To download this module, just you need to type pip install and our module name is face recognition. Then you need to hit enter. After hit enter, as you can see, requirement already satisfied because I already downloaded this module. But you might face some error because of this module. Because this module comes with some dependencies such as numpy, pillow and delete. But in your case, you can get error because of this delete module. And we need to install this module manually. Let me show you how we can install this module. To resolve the problem, just open your browser and search delete wheel package download link. Then it provides you this link, this GitHub link. And you need to open this GitHub link. Delete compiled binary .wheel file. And you need to download this wheel file. If I click on this file, let me show you. As you can see, here it provides multiple wheel file for multiple Python version. If you using 3.10 version, then you can use this wheel file. If you use 3.7 version, then you can use this wheel file. I am using 3.11, so I download this one. To download it, just select your Windows version. I am going to use this one and I click on it. After that, just you need to click on download raw file. After click on download button, as you can see, it download to this folder, this download folder. It download to this download folder. Now let me show you how we can install this wheel file using Windows PowerShell. At first, you need to copy this file path. So I copy the exact file path and I'm going to open my Windows PowerShell. And as you can see, I am in my Windows PowerShell. To download this wheel file, first you need to type pip install Then you need to use space and you need to use double quotes. Then inside the double quotes, you need to put the file path. After that, you need to use slash again. Then you need to provide the file name. To provide the file name, I'm going to copy the exact file name. So from here, I'm going to copy the exact file name with the extension and I'm going to paste it here. Ctrl V. And we need to hit enter to download this module in our system. Just hit enter. And it's going to complete your download process. I already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. So this is how you can download any wheel file in your local machine. Now let's back to the code editor. Then after install the dlib module, now you are able to install face recognition module in your system. So just type pip install face recognition. You need to follow this method only if your system not able to download dlib module automatically. So let's import the face recognition module in our file. So I'm going to type import and our module name is face recognition. After that, we need to install another module which is MediaPipe. And to install MediaPipe module, just you need to type this command pip install OpenCV -python space MediaPipe. If you hit enter, as you can see, requirement already satisfied because I already downloaded this module in my system. So let's import the module in my system. So I'm going to type import and I'm going to import MediaPipe as MP. That's it. After import all the necessary modules, we need to load the known faces. I want to say we need to load all the known faces such as Melanie, Modi, Trudeau and Trump. And remember, you can use as much faces you want. It's up to you. So here I'm going to type a single line comment, load known faces. After that, I'm going to declare two variables. To store the known faces, we need to define two variables, basically two lists. So our first variable name is known underscore face underscore encodings equal to it's a empty list. And then I'm going to define another variable which is known face name. Known underscore face underscore encodings underscore names equal to blank. Our first variable stored the numerical encodings of each known faces. And the second variable stored the names corresponding to each faces. So in our first list, we are going to store the numerical encodings. And in our second variable, we are going to store the name of the images. And it's going to get all the names from the file name, such as Melanie, Modi, Trudeau, Trump. It's going to take the image name as a person name. Next, we need to loop through all files in this known face folder. For that, we are going to use for loop. Let me show you how. So I'm going to type for file name in os dot, I'm going to use listdir function. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to provide the folder name which is known face, known underscore face, known faces. Basically, this for loop going to loop through every file inside the known face folder. Then inside the for loop, we need to construct the full file path for every image. I want to say here file name represent images, the image file, which is inside this known face folder. We loop through every image. So we need to construct the full file path. So I'm going to define another variable called path. Path equal to, here I'm going to use join function. So type os dot path dot join. Then inside the round braces, first we need to provide the folder name, and our folder name is known faces. Known faces, and after comma we need to provide the file name. So I'm going to pass the file name variable, file name. It's going to join the known faces and the current file to get the full file path of the image. Suppose for Melanie, it's going to get the folder name known face, then it's going to add the file path melony.jpg. Next we need to load the image in face recognition module. For that, I'm going to define another variable called image. Image equal to, here I'm going to type face recognition dot, and from face recognition I'm going to call a method called load image file. Then inside the round braces I'm going to provide the path variable. Basically, it loads the image file into memory in a format that face recognition library can process. Basically, behind the scene, it uses NumPy array. Next, we need to get the face encodings. For that, I'm going to define another variable called encodings. Encodings equal to face recognition dot, I'm going to use, from face recognition, I'm going to use face encodings. Then inside the round braces, we need to provide the image variable, image. And I'm going to set this file. It is try to find all faces in the image and generate a 128 decimal encoding for each images. Basically, it return a list. Even if there is only one face, still it return a list. And now, if the face is found, we need to save the face encoding to this list and the face name to this list. For that, here I'm going to use if condition. If encodings, then inside this if condition, then I'm going to append the encodings to this list. So I'm going to type known face encodings dot append function. Append. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to type encodings. Inside the square braces, I'm going to provide 0. Basically, it takes the first face encoding found in this image and append it to this list, known face encodings. And next, we need to extract the image file name. For that, we are going to use split text method. So here I'm going to type os.path.splitText. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to provide the file name. Then inside the square braces, I'm going to pass 0. Basically, it's going to split the file into tuple, such as melony.jpg. Melony is a one tuple item and .jpg is another tuple item. And here we pass 0. It means we are going to extract the first one. So it's going to extract only the name, Melony, not the extension. That's why we use 0 here, because we need to extract the name only. And then we need to set the names in this list. For that, we need to use append method again. So I'm going to type known face names dot append method. Then inside the round braces, we need to append the names. But before, I'm going to store it in a variable, which is name. So I'm going to type name here, name. And I'm going to provide this variable name inside this append method, name. And I'm going to set this file. So basically, this code scans through the known face directory. And for each image, it's going to load it, extract the first face encoding, and set the encoding also the file name to this list items, to this list. And make sure all the images you use, they have a clear face. If you upload an image where you have multiple faces on that image, then it's going to extract only the first face. It's not going to recognize all the face from the image. That's why I will recommend to upload those type of images which have only single face, like these ones. So this is the first part of this tutorial. And the next part of this tutorial, we are going to working on media pipe face detection setup and we are going to start the camera. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next part. Hello guys, good to see you back. This is the second part of this tutorial, and here I am going to set media pipe face detection. So at first I am going to type a single line comment, which is media pipe face detection setup. After that, here I am going to define two variables, and our first variable name is mp media pipe face underscore detection. equal to, I'm going to type mp dot solutions dot face underscore detection, face underscore detection. After that, we need to create the drawing utils. For that, I'm going to define another variable which is mp underscore drawing equal to mp dot solution dot drawing utils underscore utils. Now the question is, what is the meaning of these two variables? What can I do with that? In our first variable mp face underscore detection, we load the MediaPy face detection solution. And in our second variable, here we provide utility function to draw face landmark on images. Now let's start the camera. For that, I'm going to define another variable, and our variable name is cap, C-A-P, cap, otherwise capture, equal to, here we need to call cv2 dot video capture method, video capture, and inside the round braces we need to pass the source, and as a source I'm going to pass 0 because I have only one webcam in my system. After that, we need to initialize the face detection model with a minimum confidence. For that, I'm going to type with mp underscore face detection dot, from here I want to run face detection, then inside the round braces, here I'm going to set minimum detection confidence, min underscore detection underscore confidence equal to, and I'm going to set it 0.6, and after that I'm going to type as face detection, face underscore detection. Then inside it, here I'm going to run a while loop. So here I will type while cap dot is opened, then inside this while loop, here I'm going to declare two variables. First one is for boolean variable and second one is for the image frame, and you know the process. So I'm going to type ret, comma, and to store the frame I'm going to type frame equal to cap.read method, cap.read. Then I'm going to set a if condition. If it is not true, I want to say if not boolean value is true, then inside this if condition I want to break the loop. That's it. Now the question is, what I basically did here. At first we open our default web camera and save it in a cap variable. After that, here we initialize face detection model with minimum confidence of 0.6, and here we use with statement because it is ensure proper resource management. It automatically close the model when it done. Then I read the camera frames continuously using while loop. Cap.isOpen method checks if the video stream is active, and this is for boolean value, and the frame variable capture image from the webcam. And then we set a condition, if no frame is received, then it's going to exit the loop. Somehow our camera connection is break, then it's going to break the loop if there is no footage. After that, inside this while loop, I'm going to set a if condition. So I'm going to type if cv2.waitKey, inside the round braces, I'm going to wait for 10 millisecond and 0xff equal to ord method, ord, inside the round braces I'm going to pass q, then I want to break the loop, and after that outside the while loop I'm going to release the capture, cap.release method, cap.release release. Also, I'm going to destroy all the window after release the program. So I'm going to type cv2 dot destroy all windows. Now inside this while loop, I'm going to convert BGR to RGB frame, because by default OpenCV read our frame in BGR mode, but for face detection we need RGB frame. So here I will type RGB underscore frame. RGB frame equal to cv2 dot cvt color. Then inside the round braces, first I'm going to provide the actual frame as a source. So I'm going to type frame, then after comma, here I'm going to pass cv2 dot, we need to pass the color code, which is color BGR to RGB, because we are going to convert BGR to RGB frame. That's it. And next we need to extract the face location, also the face encodings. For that I'm going to define two more variables. In our first variable I'm going to type face underscore locations. Face locations equal to face detection dot face location method. Face underscore locations. Then inside the round braces, here I'm going to pass the RGB frame. RGB frame. After extract the face location from the RGB frame, also we need to extract face encodings. For that I'm going to define another variable, face underscore encodings. Face encodings equal to, here I'm going to type face recognition. From face recognition I want to, also we need to run face recognition, not detection. Face recognition, this one. Using face recognition module, here we extract the face location. Then using face recognition module, we are going to extract the face encodings. So here I'm going to type face recognition dot, I'm going to type face encodings, this method. Then inside the round braces, here we need to pass, first we need to pass the RGB frame. So to type RGB frame, comma, and then I'm going to pass this variable, face location. Face locations, this one, and I'm going to save this file. Now let me explain you what it's going to do. Face locations returns the coordinates of all detected faces in the frame, and our face encoding computes 128 dimension face encodings for each detected face. And now we have face location and face encoding. Next we need to recognize the face. For that we are going to use a for loop, but not in this tutorial. At the next part of this tutorial we are going to cover the remaining part. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next part. Hello guys, good to see you back. This is the third part of this tutorial, and here we are going to run a loop. We are going to run the main loop that going to recognize the face. For that we are going to use for loop, but before I'm going to type a single line comment, and I'm going to type recognize faces. After that we need to start the for loop. We need to run a for loop through each detected face. So I'm going to type for, inside the round braces I'm going to take some variable for the coordinates. So I'm going to type top, comma, right, comma, bottom, comma, left. After that, comma, face encoding, face encodings, face encoding in zip, zip, zip. Inside the round braces, hem pass face location, face locations, comma, face encodings, face encodings. Then inside this for loop, but let me explain this for loop, what I just did here. What is the meaning of this for loop? Basically, here we look through all detected face. This loop is iterate over each detected face. Here, face locations contain bounding box coordinate of faces, which found in the frame, and face encodings contain facial feature vectors for each faces. Basically, face recognition module used 128 vector points to identify face. And then we use zip method. It going to pairs each face locations with its encoding. And top right, bottom left are the coordinates used to draw a rectangle around the face. After that, inside this for loop, we need to find the matches to compare the faces. For that, I'm going to declare another variable called matches. Matches equal to, here I'm going to use a method called face compare from face recognition. So I'm going to type face recognition dot compare face, compared faces. Then inside the round braces, here I'm going to pass total two variable, known face encodings, known face encodings, and face encoding. Face encoding. Here we compare the current face encodings with known face encodings. And as you know, in our known face encodings, here we store all the face coordinates and their features from these known face images such as Meloni, Modi, Trudeau, Trump, etc. So it's going to compare the current face with the known face images. And if you do not found any match, then I want to name it unknown. So I'm going to type name equal to unknown. Inside the double quotes, I'm going to type unknown. It will be overwritten if the known face is not found. Basically, it is the default label name. And next, we need to use the shortest distance for the best match. For that, we need to calculate the distance. So, here I'm going to type another single line comment and I'm going to pass use the shortest distance for the best match. And I'm going to type a variable name. And our variable name is face distances. Face underscore distances. And to calculate the distance, we need to use a method from face recognition, which is face distance. So I'm going to type face recognition dot face distance method, face distance. Then inside the round braces, and here we need to compare with known face encodings with current face encodings. So I'm going to type known face encodings, comma, face encodings, face encodings, face encoding. Basically, this function calculates Euclidean distance between the current face and the all known face. Similar distance mean more similarity, and we use this method to find the best match from the known faces. And now we need to run an if condition to ensure there is at least one known face to compare with. So here I'm going to type if len inside the round braces face distance greater than 0, then inside this if condition, we need to get the index of smallest distance for the best possible match. So I'm going to define another variable, and our variable name is best underscore match underscore index equal to, here I'm going to run a method. I'm going to type face distances dot argmin, this one. This method going to return the index of smallest distance for the best possible match, and we save it in this variable. And now if the match is found from the best match index, then we need to replace the unknown name with this file name. I want to say this file name. If it is Trump, then we need to name it Trump, and if it is Trudeau, then we need to name it Trudeau. So for that, I'm going to use if condition inside this if condition. So to type if matches inside this square braces, I'm going to pass best match index. Then inside this if condition, I'm going to override the name variable. Then name become equal to known face names inside the square braces. From it, I want to put the best match index. Best match index. So if it found the match, then it's going to put the name. Then we need to draw the rectangles. We need to draw the rectangles around the face. For that, outside this if condition, I'm going to use rectangle method. So I'm going to type cv2 dot rectangle, and inside the round braces, first I'm going to provide the frame name in which frame we are going to draw the rectangles, which is frame, comma. After that, we need to define the position, and as you know, we already extract left, top and right bottom position to draw the rectangle. So at first we need to provide the top left corner. So here inside the round braces, I'm going to provide the left value left, and then I'm going to pass top value top. Next we need to define the other corner, which is right bottom. So inside the round braces, I'm going to type right, comma, bottom. After that, we need to define the color of this rectangle. So inside the round braces, I'm going to use this color code B. For blue, I'm going to use 0. For G, for green, I'm going to use 255, and for red, I'm going to use 0 again. Then we need to provide the thickness of this border, which is 2. After that, after draw the rectangle, also we need to put the text, the name of this person. So I'm going to use put text method. Some type cv2 dot put text. Inside the round braces, first we need to provide the frame name, in which frame we are going to put the text. Then we need to provide the text, which is name. After that, we need to define the position. We need to define the position of the text. So here inside the round braces, we are going to start the text from the left side, left, and comma. This is for x-axis, and for the y-axis, from the top, top, I'm going to minus 10 value. After comma, we need to define the font face. And here I'm going to use cv2 dot font hashe simplex, this font. Then we need to define the font scale. Here I'm going to use 0.8. After that, we need to define the color. We need to define in which color we want to show the font, and I'm going to use the same color. So I'm going to use 0, 255, 0, cream color. And then I want to provide the thickness of this font, which is 2. 2 is good for it. And that's it. After that, we need to display it. We need to display the frame using IamShow method. So outside the for loop, here I am going to display the face. So type cv2 dot IamShow method. IamShow, then inside the round braces, at first we need to provide a name for the window, and its name is face recognition. And then after comma, we need to display the frame, the actual frame which we want to display. And I'm going to save this file. So we are done. And before I run this code in my terminal, I also want to put my own face in this known face list, in this folder. So I put my photo on this list. This photo is taken from my webcam, and I'm going to use this photo also. Now we have total 5 faces to identify. So let's back to the code and save this file and run this code in our terminal. Now let's run the code. So I'm going to hit the run button. After hit the run button, we need to wait for some time to start the webcam. After some time, as you can see, it start my webcam. As you can see, instantly it recognized my face. It create a square box around my face, and above the square box, it print my name, Jointu. And if I try to show you some other faces, so in my clipboard I already print the faces. And if I show it in front of camera, as you can see, it's also recognized other faces. It recognized the other world leader faces such as Modi. And if I shift to the next face, so I'm going to change the face. As you can see, also it recognized President Trump face. At the same way, if I change the image, then you can see it recognized Canada ex-Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. As you can see, with track also it recognized the face. And then come our last face, Georgia Meloni. Also it recognized her facial features. So we are nicely done our job. So I hope now it's clear for you how we can build our own face recognition model using OpenCV. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next project.